Good morning. Let's begin your yoga practice by standing tall. Inhale and rise the arms up. Exhale, release, fold forward, coming into ragdoll. Grab hands to elbows and start to sway left to right. This is a great way to help loosen up the lower back and get the body moving without too much strenuous activity. Place the hands down and step the right foot back. Lower the right knee. Rise the arms up, coming into your low lunge. For many of us that sit all day, this is a great way to help counteract that sedentary lifestyle. Release the hands down, squaring up, both feet to the back, and then come into Chaturanga Dandasana. This is a posture where you want the shoulders and the elbows to be in line, engaged through the core. It's almost like a plank. And then when you're ready, push back through to an upward facing dog. Pushing into the arms, opening up the chest, curl the toes under, and lift the hips, straighten out the legs, downward facing dog. One thing I like to do is pedal out or bend one knee at a time to help push the heel down in the back. In your downward facing dog, you want your hands about shoulder width distance apart, your feet are about hips width distance apart, and you're tilting or pointing the pelvis up towards the sky and away from you, letting the head pass through the arms. Walk your feet back up to the front, coming back into that forward fold and half lift. Exhale, fold, release. Step the opposite leg back, lower the left knee down, and rise the arms up, low lunge again. Remember to drive the knee forward, engaging through the core. Pushing down through the heel in the front, slight back bend for more intensity, opening up the hips, and then exhale, release the hands down, step back again, going into that Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down and push back through, upward facing dog. Draw the glutes together and shoulder blades, lifting the chest. Exhale back to downward facing dog again. Engaging through the quadriceps, remembering your breath count as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Coming back to the top, rise the arms, push to the heels, come back up to standing. Exhale, Samastitihi, equal standing posture. Preparing again, rise the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Back into that ragdoll and half lift, your choice. Exhale and fold. Step the right foot and left foot back. Chaturanga Dandasana, push back through, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog, and then lift the right leg up towards the sky. If it's too intense, you can lower back down for a moment, reposition, and then lift the leg back up. Go ahead, point the toe, and then step the foot forward in between the hands, coming into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana A. Rise the arms up, back heel is down at a 45-degree angle, chest is squared to point to the front, right knee at a 90-degree angle. If you want, you can raise the arms and slight back bend again. Exhale, release the hands down towards the ground, step the feet back, high plank, lower down, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Other side, lift, point, and then get ready, step forward in between the hands. Warrior One again, Virabhadrasana A. Make sure what you do on one side, try to do the same on the other side. This time we're going to drop the knee down, coming back into our low lunge. And then step back as a way to transition out of that. Inhale back to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drawing the shoulders out and away, step the right foot forward again. This time coming up crescent lunge. Notice how the back heel is lifted instead of down. All 10 toes are pointing towards the front. Remember, think about driving the legs in opposite direction. Right knee is driving forward as the left heel is driving and pushing backwards. Bring the hands to prayer position, twist to the right. Palms together, try to get your elbows in lines with one another and look up towards the sky. Oops, it's okay if we fall. Go right back into it. Remember, they wouldn't call it a practice if it was already perfect. So here's a great variation. Lower the knee down for more balance. That way you can focus on the twist. And if you want to take it further, split the hands, left hand down, right arm up. Release the hands back to the front and then go down or flowing through. Upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Going to the other side, crescent lunge, rise the arms up. Again, if you want, you can always let the knee come down to the mat as a variation. Especially sometimes when it's early in the morning, the body may not be fully awake, and so we just got to give it some time to wake up. Coming back into the prayer twist, palms together and twisting to the left on this side as well. You can split the hands, right hand down, left arm up. Release the hands down, step the feet back. And instead of going into Chaturanga Dandasana, you can just lower the hips down and go directly to upward facing dog if your arms are feeling a little tired. Just make sure to curl the toes under, lift the hips up to go back into downward facing dog. Walk or jump the feet forward, and we're going to lie down onto our back. Take a moment here, let your hips settle down, release the head, neck, and shoulders. Get comfortable into the mat. Make sure you're in the center, and then push the hips up. Coming into bridge pose. You'll have to engage through the glutes, down to the heels, and then challenge yourself. Lift the right leg forward, knees matching together. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Release that right foot back down, other side. Left leg lifts and hold here for 3, 2, 1, release. Lower the hips back down, pull the knees in towards your chest, gentle hug. Rock and roll left and right, and then straighten out the right leg, pull the left knee across the torso, coming into spinal twist. If your lower back is bothering you in this posture, you can have both knees to match instead. Otherwise, one hand holds onto the thigh while the other one reaches out in the opposite direction. Switching over to the other side. Pull the right knee in, twisting over top to the left. Open up your right arm to the right and gaze to the right as well. Giving the body and mind time to unwind and release. You can stay in this posture for a little bit longer if you would like to. And then finally coming to Shavasana, corpse pose. Allow your body to fully relax, staying in Shavasana as long as you would like to. Thank you for allowing me to guide you in your morning yoga routine. Just keep in mind that this is indeed a practice. It takes time to see and feel change. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw and found it useful, send us a message.